a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me. It's August 27th, Tuesday, August 27th, and this is Driving Forward Podcast Tuesday Trip. Record these on Monday. It is a scorcher today, 110-degree heat index here in the Minneapolis area, and that sucks. I like warm weather. I don't like warm, muggy weather, not this warm. So for those of you that can handle this, you can keep it. It's a little hot. So we're going to get a break tonight. I think some storms are going to come through, and we're going to return to normal. I can handle the 80s. I can handle the 90s, but this 110-degree heat index stuff, you guys can keep it. So whoever likes this, it's all yours. Lots of news going on today, lots of news in the last week. I really haven't been talking a lot about the events going on in the industry lately. We've been super busy and just been kind of talking about the stuff that's been presented in front of us. So I'm going to recap a little bit, go back a few weeks, and actually really in some cases I'm only going back a few days, but a big one jumped up today, and that's, the California Trucking Association is stepping out of the legal battle against California AB5's independent contract law, excuse me. That's kind of a big one. We've all been watching this one closely. OIDA is still going to continue their fight in California, and for those of us that are cheering them on, that's a big deal. So we kind of want that to all stay in California. At least my opinion is that. However, the fact that the CTA is stepping out of that battle is an interesting one, and we'll see what things to come or what is to come out of that. It's unfortunate, but I think we all kind of saw this one coming. And OIDA, we wish you all the best there. Another one that keeps popping up on my radar, it seems to resurface. I spoke about this at length in January, and I didn't think I'd be speaking about it still now. I figured we would have had this resolved overall, but and here it is August, end of August, almost September, which is the Red Sea attacks. They continue on. Actually, it's somewhat hard to believe that they continue on. It certainly hasn't had the impact as a supply chain that many of us thought that it would. And I have a video here that, or was supposed to have a video. Yeah, here we go. I have a video that shows what, it kind of looks like when one of these things get hit with a missile or a drone. Pretty impressive, lots of fire. In this particular video, there was no significant damage to the ship, even though it looks like there's a lot. The ship was able to continue on. There was no injuries. But, these things are pretty numerous. There's been 80 vessels that have been attacked since October of last year. They've been attacked by drones and missiles. 4 sailors have been killed. 1 vessel has been seized, and 2 have been sank since, once again, October of last year. And it really surprises me that the impact of the supply chain has been negligible overall. We do have naval forces in the area, but obviously the technology that it takes to intercept these drones is difficult. So it's difficult to employ, is difficult to predict, and they're still getting through. They're still bothering these vessels. But overall, I was surprised as I was researching this that, thankfully, given the fact that 80 vessels have been attacked, there's only been a loss of life of 4 people, which is, we don't want anyone to be injured or killed, but I would have expected that to be a higher number than that, and I'm thankful that it's not. But overall, I'm still surprised that it's continuing on this many months later. Coming out of NTDC, the National Truck Driving Championship in Indianapolis this week, FedEx Jackie Reed is the grand champion this year. Jackie is the 29th recipient of the award since it began in 1987. And this is Jackie's third time competing in the Nationals. Interesting fact, there were 24, and now FedEx is a massive company, but there were 24 FedEx drivers competing for a national trophy overall. So congratulations to Jackie. That's an impressive achievement. We here at Driving Forward and GLCS were cheering on two of our drivers from Minnesota. We were especially cheering on Wayne Anderson from Calhoun Truck Lines and Jake Rosier from Fortune Transportation. Both Wayne and Jake have been on the Driving Forward podcast. I've got a couple pictures and a couple videos to pop up here of both of them. Looks like I have Wayne on video, and then we'll pop up some pictures here shortly.
Here's a driver from Calhoun Truck Lines. Anybody with Calhoun Truck Lines? There you are. All right. From the state of Minnesota, here's your driver, Wayne Anderson.
And now I need to share my screen here. So that always is a bit of a bothersome thing. But let's see. Window. And got a picture. Here we go. This is Brent Boys and Wayne Anderson. We have Wayne over here on the right with his family. And they were there cheering Wayne on in Indianapolis. So we had Brent on Driving Forward last Thursday, giving us an update on how Wayne did. And just in general, NTDC and all the activity, and we had some good video and whatnot of the area around it. So really was glad that Wayne was able to participate this year in this. Following that, I think I have a picture, if it cooperates, with Jake, and it does not appear to be cooperating. So I'll see if I can pull up Jake here in just a second. The NTDC, yeah, here we go with Jake. So share the screen for Jake. Technology is hard. All right, so here we have Jake at NTDC. We have a great shot of Perry Olson over the shoulder, obviously taking the selfie. But Perry and crew and Jake and family here. I think I have one more picture of Jake. Nope, I do not. We'll see if I can just pull this one up. And I think we have Jake and his family here at in front of the sign. So very excited for these two gentlemen. They're great guys. Hope they make it back next year and get to take another crack at it. Obviously, like I said, Jackie Reed, the grand champion this year, it was his third time participating, and first time may not be the charm, but second or third obviously potentially is. So this is a crazy one. Minnesota's, and I'm from Minnesota, as I said earlier on, Minnesota's fuel taxes will increase 12% starting the 1st of January in 2025 for pretty much all types of fuel, specifically diesel, biodiesel, and other fuels. But following this, because of a state law passed previously due to high construction cost, every August going forward, it's going to be evaluated, and a new state tax will be placed in order on January 1st for the following next 12 months. So this January, the state tax will be 31.8 cents, which is actually fairly high for diesel. Following this, every August, it's going to be reevaluated with a cap on it of being increased a maximum of 3%. But every August, it will be reevaluated. It's forced into legislation. Estimates are the adjusted tax rate will be 33.5% by the end of, or by the beginning of 2027. So January 1st, 2027, we'll be seeing diesel tax rates at 33.5%. And largely it's stated that this is because construction costs have soared over the last few years or last period of time. I could make a lot of comments about that, and I'm not in construction, but I've noticed a lot of roads around here that get ripped up over and over. I also question the loss of fuel tax due to EVs. So a few questions about the long-term strategies that we have in play as a nation, and as our fuel tax dollars are being looked at, how that's going to function as time goes on. So overall, I think that's exceptionally high. Not super excited about that. I'm sure anyone who purchases diesel, which is a large amount of you, are not very happy about either. Upcoming shows this week, we have Amanda Schuyer on. Amanda's with Jetco. She manages maintenance with Jetco. She's also very involved with the TMC. So Amanda's the general chairman and treasurer for the ATA Technology and Maintenance Council. So we'll be chatting about all things TMC, and she's also very involved with ATRI, the American Transportation Research Institute. And we'll be talking about diesel technician shortages as well. Following that, we'll be doing a JLCS panel about purchasing TMS technologies. So just in general, what's good practices here? What should you use and it'll be applied from a agnostic standpoint. Really no particular vendor behind it, but just in general, what should you do if you're going to be looking at purchasing a TMS? So rolling after that, we have Alex Mai, and then we have something special coming up with National Truck Driver Appreciation Week. So with that, we'll wrap up this Tuesday trip. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Until next time, drive forward with purpose and innovation. Thanks for watching.